As Jack inspected Sophie's foot and carefully changed the bandage, she glanced out of the van's window. She noticed a figure approaching from the distance and watched as it drew nearer. Sophie stared at the figure as it came into view. The way the person moved, unnaturally steady, it was familiar. She jerked her foot away from Jack's grasp. "Jack," she whispered urgently. "Someone's coming." Jack looked up and followed her gaze. He saw the figure approaching. "Wait here," he said. "I'll handle this." Jack stood up and stepped out of the van, closing the door behind him. "Hi, Vincent," Jack called out. "I see your tracking skills are as good as ever." Vincent acknowledged Jack with a wave. The two men spoke for a few minutes, their conversation inaudible to Sophie. Jack returned to the van, ignoring Sophie. He opened the refrigerator and grabbed the bags of blood, putting them in a cloth sack. Returning outside, Jack handed it to Vincent. Sophie, her eyes fixed on the two men, wondered aloud, "What the hell is going on?" After a few minutes, Vincent left. Jack watched him go as the morning light subtly changed. Jack turned slowly and headed back to the van. Sophie stood abruptly, her arms flailing as she closed the distance between them. "Jack, you know him?" Jack let out a slow breath and rubbed his arm. "Yes, Vincent and I know some of the same people because of our lifestyle. We see each other around from time to time, camping in similar locations. What's the big deal?" Sophie responded. "Do you know who he is, what he did to me?" "You know him. Why did you give him blood? Why do you even have blood? What the hell is going on?" Jack hesitated, avoiding her eyes and shifting his weight. "Sophie, calm down. First, I'm a nurse. I work at a hospital in the city." Sophie interrupted, her tone sarcastic. "So, what does that have to do with—" Jack shifted his stance. "I'm trying to tell you," he interrupted, holding up his hand. "Look, sometimes I bring supplies home. The blood, it's part of that. It helps people stay stable and keeps them from becoming violent. Haven't you noticed how people have been turning violent?" Sophie stared at him, not believing a word of what he was saying. "And just how do people use this blood?" she demanded, her voice raising. Jack shifted uncomfortably, leaning against the counter, avoiding her gaze. Vincent moved steadily through the valley, the tall grass shifting with each step as the first light spread across the horizon. His pace didn't falter, his attention fixed ahead where his van came into sight. Then, something stirred in the grass. A figure emerged, dragging itself forward, moving the grass. Its limbs twisted unnaturally, hands clawing at the ground while its knees hovered just above the earth. Its mouth hung open in an unnatural gape, strands of saliva clinging to its lips as it moved. The grey, blotchy skin stretched tight over its hunched frame, bruised patches spreading like decay just beneath the surface. It made a low, gurgling sound. Vincent followed its movements, his expression neutral. His van was close, but... He scanned the surroundings with practiced precision, marking the direction back to Jack's van. Vincent turned sharply and started back the way he had come, his stride quick and smooth. The grass brushed against his legs as he moved through the valley. Jack's van came into view. Vincent reached it and swung the door open. Hey, he said, pushing inside. "There's something heading your way. Thought you'd want to know." Jack, leaning near the kitchenette, straightened. "Grey, drooling?" he asked. "How do you know?" Vincent said, raising an eyebrow. "Do you think it's coming from the campground?" Jack asked. Vincent shrugged. Then, like synchronized swimmers, both men turned to look at Sophie, who was sitting on the bed with her mouth slightly open. Looking back at each other, the two men moved quickly. Vincent reached into his bag, while Jack reached for 2 cups from a nearby shelf. Vincent tore the blood bag open. He poured the liquid into the cups. Jack picked one up, tilting it toward Vincent with a faint grin. "Cheers," he said. The glasses clinked together. Both men drank deeply. As the last of the liquid disappeared, their eyes darkened, taking on an unnatural purple hue. Their teeth sharpened as the transformation gripped them. Sophie stared, her eyes following the changes as they unfolded. Thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, please like and subscribe.